Welcome to McAllen, a place where the vibrant hues of botanical gardens weave a rich and diverse tapestry, echoing tales of a warm, community-oriented haven. Yet, under the bloom lies a thorn, an alarming moniker that shrouds its charm. The most obese city in the USA, the once bustling streets that resonated with laughter and vibrant life, now hold a somber undertone, echoing the silent, yet pressing cries of a health crisis that grips tight. Today, as we embark on a journey into the pulsating heart of this city, a burning question plagues our minds. How did McAllen, a place buzzing with cultural richness, find itself in the throes of an obesity epidemic? What underlying currents have propelled this beautiful oasis into an unforeseen tempest? To unravel this complex tapestry, we must traverse back in time, immersing ourselves in the intricate weave of McAllen's history and witnessing how it intertwines with its present state. As we step back into the annals of McAllen's rich history, we find ourselves immersed in the transformation of a humble rural settlement blossoming into a vibrant urban hub. This metamorphosis, though a testament to human ingenuity and community spirit, has brought with it certain unintended consequences. In the heart of the Rio Grande Valley, McAllen emerged as a melting pot of cultures, each weaving its thread into the ever-evolving tapestry of the city's identity. Notably, the city embraced a predominantly Hispanic and Latino population, a community revered for its rich culinary traditions that are deeply ingrained in their societal fabric. However, these traditions, which once harmonized with the rhythms of a more active, agrarian lifestyle, found themselves grappling with the changing tides of time. As the city urbanized, an intersection of ancient culinary practices with modern conveniences began to emerge, giving birth to a new era marked by high-caloric indulgences. The shift from labor-intensive routines to more sedentary lifestyles, coupled with an increased accessibility to processed foods, inadvertently fueled a growing health crisis. Through meticulous research, we have pinpointed the 5 critical factors that contribute to McAllen's designation as the most obese city in the USA. 5. Sedentary lifestyle. In McAllen, a bustling city that carries the weight of an unfortunate title, the repercussions of a sedentary lifestyle are more evident than ever. Surveys indicate that a staggering percentage of the populace spends most of their day engaged in sedentary activities, a trend catalyzed by the increasing reliance on technology. This lifestyle, devoid of substantial physical activity, is one of the critical contributors to the growing obesity crisis. The data paints a grim picture. A city grappling with the adverse effects of a lifestyle characterized by immobility and convenience, urging us to delve deeper into the reasons behind this worrying trend. 4. Tradition and ethnic food preferences. McAllen, a city steeped in history and tradition, boasts a rich cultural fabric that extends into its culinary practices. The Hispanic or Latino community, which forms a substantial part of the population, has brought forth a delightful yet calorically dense culinary tradition. Dishes rich in carbohydrates and fats are not just food, they are a celebration of a rich heritage. Yet, this culinary richness comes at a cost, contributing to the high obesity rates that currently plague the city. It beckons a closer look into how tradition intertwines with the current health crisis, urging a possible reevaluation of food preferences without losing the essence of cultural richness. 3. Fast food pandemic. As we delve deeper into the current scenario of McAllen, it is impossible to ignore the glaring presence of numerous fast food chain outlets scattered across the city. This unusually high concentration of fast food establishments not only feeds the culinary culture, but also significantly influences the dietary habits of the residents, sometimes to their detriment. The cityscape, punctuated with bright neon signs, beckons residents into a vortex of convenience and indulgence, setting a tempting stage that nurtures a preference for high-calorie, processed foods. Recent studies lend weight to this observation, painting a concerning picture where a sizable portion of McAllen's population succumbs to the allure of these quick-service restaurants, habitually indulging in meals brimming with calories, yet often lacking in essential nutrients. This gastronomic landscape, characterized by a blend of traditional culinary preferences and the pervasive influence of fast food, signals a pressing need for a drastic transformation. A shift in dietary habits, steering away from the ubiquitous fast food culture and embracing nourishing, balanced meals, could be a crucial step towards fostering a healthier McAllen, where the residents enjoy a vibrant life, unburdened by the chains of obesity. 2. The reduction of funding. As we navigate through McAllen's narrative, a concerning pattern emerges. The dwindling financial support for programs aiming to educate the community on nutrition and wellness. Recent budget cuts have significantly hampered the momentum of these initiatives, leaving a noticeable void in the collective effort to combat obesity. This lack of funding stifles community outreach programs, resulting in fewer avenues for residents to access vital information and resources on nutrition and health. Now more than ever, McAllen stands at a crossroad, facing the urgent need to rejuvenate these programs as a critical step in reversing the growing obesity trend. 1. The main reason: socioeconomic crisis. In McAllen, the pressing realities of poverty and obesity are inextricably intertwined, forming a stark portrait of a city grappling with significant socioeconomic challenges. The city not only faces one of the highest obesity rates in the nation, but also contends with a disturbingly high poverty rate. The link between financial hardship and poor dietary choices is not just a conjecture, but a harsh reality that pervades the daily lives of McAllen's residents. The limited economic resources compel many families to opt for inexpensive, calorie-dense, and nutrient-poor food options. This distressing trend is more than a matter of personal choice. It's a symptom of a much larger systemic issue that sees families caught in a perpetual cycle of poverty and obesity. But to understand the full scope of this crisis, one needs to delve deeper into the personal narratives that populate McAllen. These are stories of families struggling to break free from the clutches of poverty, where every day is a fight to afford even the most basic necessities, including nutritious meals. In this environment, obesity is not an isolated occurrence, but a consequence of an unyielding cycle where financial constraints dictate dietary habits, perpetuating a cycle of poor health and further economic strain. The residents of McAllen are not just fighting against the scale, but are entrenched in a battle against systemic failures that foster conditions ripe for obesity. A lack of education on nutrition, coupled with limited access to fresh produce in low-income neighborhoods, fuels this growing crisis. Families are often left with no choice but to resort to unhealthy food options, setting off a cascade of health issues that go beyond obesity, including diabetes and heart diseases. As we navigate through the layers of McAllen's socioeconomic landscape, it becomes abundantly clear that the city's obesity crisis is a complex, multifaceted issue rooted deeply in the pervasive poverty that plagues the community. It is a grim reality that underscores the urgent need for comprehensive solutions that address not only the obesity epidemic, but also the underlying socioeconomic factors that give rise to it. As we draw to a close on this enlightening journey through McAllen, it becomes abundantly clear that the road to transformation is paved with knowledge, community effort, and steadfast determination. The narrative of McAllen is far from a closed book. Rather, it's an unfolding story brimming with potential chapters of positive change and revitalization. In the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, the spirit of McAllen stands resilient, fostering seeds of hope and change in pockets of the community that refuse to succumb to the adversities. Through collective effort and informed choices, the city has the power to rewrite its narrative, transforming from a hotspot of obesity to a beacon of health and well-being. Thank you for joining us in this eye-opening exploration. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content as we continue to unravel the many layers of our complex world, one story at a time.